Please welcome Noam Segal to the stage for Designing for Dating.
I chose to study relationships because relationships turn out to be the biggest predictor of our happiness, besides cycling, shopping at Wegmans, and leaving Comcast the second I get home. But even the happiest people have some regrets in life, and the most common regret is related to romantic relationships. We often reflect on failed romances more than we reflect on money issues, health issues, any topic. So relationships are clearly a fundamental part of our lives, but the way we meet people is completely changing. Perhaps you had the person sitting beside you when your sweet grandmother called and told you her friend has this amazing granddaughter you have to meet. Or maybe you spent many nights in dim-lit bars looking for the one. Or maybe you're from a culture where arranged marriage is still a thing and that's how you find your significant other. But these days, online dating is huge. 25% of people meet online, and probably more than 50% of people these days are using online dating websites to find their true love. So what are some of these magical websites, you ask? Well, there are dozens, probably more than you think. There are websites for casual dates or serious partners, a particular religion or ethnicity. You can help your friends find dates, or help your friends, warn your friends about the psychos. You can find, this is great for Illinois, you can find a farmer on farmersonly.com. But are these websites really designed in a way that helps us find our soulmate? As illustrated by incredibly cute animals, finding a romantic partner is about searching for someone, communicating, and most importantly, finding that perfect match. So how do online dating sites compare to more traditional forms of finding someone? Well, in the past, the key factor to finding a partner was simply proximity. You live in Champaign, you'll probably date someone from Urbana. Are you a psychologist? You'll probably date another psychologist in your department or clinic, which, by the way, is an awful idea. Don't date a psychologist. Sorry, my wife. On online dating sites such as OkCupid, we can now find amazing people from all over the place, exponentially expanding our pool of potential dating options. Typically, a user will get dozens of matches every day. Sounds pretty awesome, right? Well, there are some pitfalls I thought you should know. The first problem is called the toilet brush problem. You go on Amazon, you're looking for a toilet brush. Pretty simple, right? There are thousands of toilet brushes on Amazon, and suddenly you're frozen. You don't know what to do. When people are given too many choices, they get exhausted, and eventually they just give up. So whether it's a date or toilet brush, that's a problem. In addition, these websites show you, not kittens, but people, multiple people at the same time. And the way our brains work, we evaluate several options differently than we evaluate one option. But that said, most of us will only end up with one person, right? So that's a problem. The way dating sites present the profiles to us is a big problem. Now, do you remember the times when we used to stare like this deeply into the eyes of our loved ones instead of, really communicating, instead of, say, lovingly staring into our cell phone and completely ignoring our partners? Communication is a really important deal in relationships, in case you didn't know that. And online dating websites offer a bunch of ways to communicate. I've done winking and liking and phone booking and viewing and video chatting. There are many ways to communicate with people online, but there are also downsides. For example, if you've ever actually been on an online dating website, or ate McDonald's, or watched House, then you know everybody lies. Everybody lies. Misrepresentation is a huge problem on online dating websites. It never looks the way it's presented, okay? Never, ever, ever. Huge problem. Now, even a tech nerd like me will admit there is something almost magical about a touch, a shared moment. So much can be communicated that just gets lost online. And maybe someday we'll have the tools to change this. But right now, that's not really the situation. But what about, this is clearly important, matching? I mean, haven't online dating sites found the algorithm of love? Could such an algorithm even exist? I mean, surely 21st century technologies will finally allow us to make accurate decisions about who to date. Well, most online dating sites are designed such that the user answers a bunch of questions and is then matched to other users based on similarity, like what's your favorite pet? Do you have pets? What kind of pets do you like? Do you like cats? Do you like dogs? It's all very important for matching. Matching based on similarity has been done for decades. It's not a new thing, but sometimes it doesn't seem to work so well. So, for example, Match.com matched me with this woman, primarily because we were born on the same month, because we both fancy felines, and because she's looking for someone athletic and toned like me, which is, of course, a big fat lie. The fact is, researchers like myself don't really know what the perfect matching algorithm is. It took Mr. Armstrong here 3 failed marriages to find Lucille Wilson, but just look at how in love they were. You can see it in her eyes. Maybe finding one's match is just hard. I mean, that makes sense, right? Maybe it's just hard. Or maybe matching doesn't matter at all. In a recent experiment, OkCupid changed the results of its match algorithm, telling users who were incompatible that they were actually highly compatible. Guess what? Users interacted more with the incompatible profiles than the actually compatible ones. So, you know what? Don't worry. Keep on searching for love however you please. And you never know, maybe love will find you first. Thank you.